Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on Bitcoin. As usual, if you like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, Bitcoin has been overall bullish, making higher lows and higher highs trading inside this rising broadening wedge in blue. And we previously compared this cycle to the previous one, and we know that the bears are currently in control for a correction because, as mentioned in my previous picture analysis, the bears would take over if we break below a low, then the bulls took over here to start the next impulse movement. If you compare this to the previous one, the bears already took over, and here we go, we are trading lower, and now we are waiting for the bulls to take over again to start the next impulse movement upward. 2 days ago, I also posted this idea that I consider this zone as a trio retest, which is a very strong rejection zone, intersecting with the lower trend line in blue, second demand zone as we had an aggressive movement upward, and the oversold trend line that I consider as the third confluence. So rejected the zone, we traded higher, so the bulls already took over from a short-term perspective. However, for them to remain in control and to expect a bigger bullish movement, we need to see a break above this previous major high and then above this from daily time frame, which is the last swing standing around this upper trend line. If we see this break, expect further bullish movement or for the next impulse to start. Meanwhile, if we zoom back to H4 time frame, we know that the bulls took over from a short-term perspective, but we might still have this correction before the bulls take over again. And how do we know to have a correction? If you break below this low. If you break below it, expect further bearish movement till this demand or even to the support, where we'll be looking for short-term buy setups again, just like we did here, for example. Meanwhile, unless we break this, meanwhile, we are bullish and we can still trade higher to reject this upper bound and the upper trend line in orange, or even break above it for the bulls to take over, and then we'll monitor this area. If broken upward, then nothing will hold Bitcoin back for the next bullish impulse movement. So long story short, we are bullish short term. If you break below this, the correction start. We'll be looking for buy stops here. Meanwhile, we can still trade higher before rejecting it and even break this one higher. Best of luck, and I'll see you hopefully on the next one.